Yo, what is up? What is up? Welcome into the latest and greatest edition of Sentell's Intel live on Facebook. I am your host, the sensational Sentell Wyman, and welcome to the first edition of this college football extravaganza. If you cannot get excited about college football after hearing that, then something must be wrong with you. But I love it. It gets me pumped, gets me excited, because you know what that means? That sound signifies that the college football season is on the way. Just enjoy. Enjoy. Just enjoy seconds. Let it marinate. Let it sink in. Let it marinate. What's up, man? Hey, as you can see, welcome to this edition of Sentell's Intel. As you can see, I have two chairs here because this show is so big. I need not one guest. I need two guests for this show. We started with the ACC, and people are like, well, why are you starting with the ACC? Because that's where your reigning, defending, current national champions reside. And they are the Clemson Tigers from right here up the road. So let's get it started. I'm going to introduce my two guests, and we're going to get into all this ACC stuff. We're going to break down the majority of the teams. We'll do everybody team, but we won't go in depth with everybody. Hey, we don't need to go into Syracuse and Boston College because they're not going to win nothing, okay? So we don't have to go in depth with all those teams. But what we're going to do is talk about the big boys, of course, the Florida States of the world, the Louisvilles of the world, and maybe a few surprises. But let me get to my two guests. Both are two proud Calhoun Falls alumni. One's a class of 93 and one's a class of 94. I'll introduce the class of 94 first. Guy's a playground legend, a superstar internationally in Calhoun Falls. Everyone knows this man. And for some strange reason, people say I look like him or maybe talk like this guy. I don't know where this comes from, but I've heard this around in the area. He now resides in Anderson. The man really needs no introduction. But ladies and gentlemen, Tallis Thomas, come on in here.
What it do, Facebook Live, what it do. It's great to be in Sentell's Intel tonight. As you heard, needs no introduction, but I'm glad he introduced me. Glad to be here. Thank you for watching.
What is up? Okay, all right. Glad to have you in here, man. This is going to be so fun. But let me get to my second guest. Some people call this guy my brother, too. Class of 93. Been a proud member of the U.S. National Guard for at least, I'll say 20 years. I ain't going to say, that's 20, roughly 20, including 2 tours in the Middle East, Afghanistan, and Iraq. War hero. Everyone's favorite brother and favorite friend, class of 93, a jack of all trade, Chris Major. What is up, man?
Thank you, Sentell's Intel. Glad to be here tonight with my two favorite friends. I got my brothers from all time. I got Tallis, and I got Sentell. We're here to talk a little college football tonight. Let's get it started.
What's up, man? Hey, if you're talking about the ACC, we must clearly start at the top. We got to start with the defending, reigning, current national champions, the Clemson Tigers. Went 14-1 last year, but a lot of question marks heading into the season. Lost a lot of talent, a lot of experience. I'll start with you first. What are your overall impression of the Clemson Tigers going into this season? What are your thoughts about them?
Clemson Tigers, one thing, they're the national champions. Will they repeat? Big factors involved with that. Will they be able to replace Deshaun Watson? Some say he's the best ever. Some say he's the best going into the NFL this year. His coach says that. A lot of Clemson fans are behind him. A lot of college football fans are behind him. That's number one. Can the defense hold up? The defense should be stronger this year with a lot of big moves and a lot of big signs. And you got the big names on the defensive line. You got Christian Wilkins and you got the kid Dexter Lawrence. We're going to see what they can do on the defensive line for Clemson. That'll be a big time deal.
Your thoughts about Clemson heading into the season?
Well, I see Clemson as still being, the top tier in the conference. You have to respect them, being that they are the champions. overall college football, the ACC. They were just overall dominant on both sides of the ball. And I agree with Chris. Can you replace that most important position at quarterback? That is a key position. And with Deshaun going, I see their backups. I watch a couple of spring games. I got a friend who's a Clemson fanatic. Even me, we have conversation and kind of skeptic about, can that offense be ran the same without Deshaun Watson? We know the defense might be still, but can that offense flow fluently with the backup? We will be able to find that out this year.
Okay, so we got the ACC Atlantic Division. Is it just a case of it's just Clemson and Florida State and everybody else, or can you make a case for Louisville and a team that I really like, NC State, or it's just going to come down to Clemson and Florida State again, or can you make a case for someone else in this division to make a run?
Well, I'm with you on that. I think Clemson, Florida State, Louisville, and then there's everybody else in the Atlanta division. But you pick the fourth team as NC State. I think the schedule matters. Louisville has a big game Thursday night hosting Clemson, and so that could set the tone for their season. And if they fight and get that win, which they could do, I feel sure Clemson will be a favorite going in that game. Depends on the Auburn game, but if Louisville holds serve at their own place, that could set the tone for them to be finished second in the ACC. So I say they're going to finish second in the ACC Atlantic. Surprise on who's number one.
So this matter for you is just Clemson and Florida State battle, or can somebody else sneak up in here?
It could. I like the four as well, Chris. I like the four as well with Clemson, NC State, Louisville, and of course Florida State. But also, with me, it depends on the Alabama game as well. Because if Florida State go in that game into me, and if they not just only win the game, but if it's a game that they tug and back and forth and go ahead and get the battle and the will to win, and when they win that game, I think Florida State will win the ACC. But if, cockiness or they get blowed out, and the psyche might not be there. But the same way can be said about Clemson in this Louisville game. Depending on that game, the outlook. But as well, I'm going to go with Florida State, Clemson, Louisville, and NC State is my top four.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the Coastal. Now, you can basically close your eyes if you wanted to and pick one of these teams because I never know who's going to win this division. I picked Miami last year. I looked like a damn fool. I picked Virginia Tech the year before. I think North Carolina won. So the point I'm making is I never know who's going to win this damn division. The media picked Miami. Any thoughts just on the Coastal division as a whole? I mean, let me make this point. Every team in the Coastal is replacing a quarterback except one.
That's exactly right.
You know which one team bring the quarterback back? Can you guess? Duke. So the team who had the least amount of talent is the only team in this division that started quarterback. So just thoughts on the Coastal overall, if you want to talk about Miami per se, but just your thoughts on the Coastal.
Well, the thoughts of the Coastal are this. Other than my Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter about the Coastal. You got Miami. They replaced the quarterback. They do have Mark Richt down there, but they replaced the quarterback. Virginia Tech, they were replacing the quarterback. And Georgia Tech, they're replacing the quarterback. But you got three solid coaches down there. Justin Fuentes at
Virginia Tech.
At Virginia Tech, I'm sorry. Justin Fuentes at Virginia Tech, he was a quarterback. He knows how to start a young freshman and get him going. You got Paul Johnson. Love him or hate him, he can do what he's got to do. He's got a strong running back. So as long as his quarterback can pitch the ball and hand it off at the right times, make the right reads, they'll be okay. But I think Miami gets the edge this year in the Coastal. But you going back, it doesn't matter. But I got Miami, Georgia Tech, then Virginia Tech.
Oh, your thoughts about the Coastal?
I'm gonna go off I'm gonna go off coaching. I feel just like you said, Justin Fuentes did a great job with Virginia Tech, but I ain't gonna say I love or hate him, but I like Paul Johnson as well. I mean, for some reason, his offense, I think if he get, the right mix in there, he could do some things. I'm not gonna pick him, first. I agree that much as I dislike Miami, I think Mark Richt get a better chance the second go around, and I like Miami as well. I like Miami, Virginia Tech. It's a toss-up between North Carolina and Pitt with me. But I'm gonna go with North Carolina and Pitt. But it could be a toss-up. It could be 3-4, 4-3. But it really doesn't matter.
Just save your division picks because we're gonna do the win game here soon, and then we'll pick our division winners and we'll pick the eventual conference champions. So we'll say that. But I want to go, get the first team offenses of the ACC in case you missed it. I also get the media picks that they had. These are not our picks. This is what the media said was gonna happen. They picked in the Atlantic Division, Florida State to win the division. They have Clemson second, Louisville third, NC State fourth, Wake Forest fifth, Syracuse and Boston College rounding out the top 7. In the Coastal, they picked Miami, Virginia Tech second, then Georgia Tech, Pitt, North Carolina, Duke, and Virginia. That's a media pick for the ACC. And we'll get into the ACC first team in just a minute. But I think we need to go ahead and we can start some win games around here because I like that. I love the win game myself personally. I love the win game. And we'll start with the Atlantic since that's alphabetically correct. We'll start with the Atlantic, and we'll just start at the bottom. I think Boston College was actually picked last, and we'll start with Boston College schedule. But I have it right here in my hand. Last season they finished 14th in total defense, but 126th in total offense. That is not gonna get it done. But I love me some Stevie Dollar, Joe. He's entering his 5th season. Career record right now is 24-27. They returned 8 offensive starters and 7 defensive starters. So let's see what the schedule holds for Boston College. I'll go left to right. Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois. Why are they going Northern?
I gotta give them a win. I don't know if that's a neutral side or if that is actually Northern Illinois, but
you got just on merit. just give them a win. Don't say Boston College gets the win.
You got to win it. At home, Wake Forest.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say Wake Forest is gonna come in there and beat them, even though like you said, they have a strong defense. They have to pick to be the defensive player of the year. But I'm gonna give the edge to Wake Forest.
I have to agree. I like Wake Forest.
I'm going to take Wake Forest, too. Wake Forest made a bowl game last year. For anybody who don't know, Wake Forest actually went to a bowl game. And actually have some decent amount of talent. Not great talent, but it's okay. Home to Notre Dame.
I'm going to have to say Notre Dame. Even though I hate to pick them in anything, I'm going to say Notre Dame will beat Boston College.
Your thoughts?
I think that's a no-brainer. I'm going to take Notre Dame.
I'll take Notre Dame as well. At Clemson.
Let's just skip that. Put that as an
L. Just put an L beside it. That's not a question.
Why are they playing Central Michigan the 5th game of the season? Central Michigan at home.
Not Chippewas. The Chippewas.
I'm taking Western Michigan.
Max in action.
Let's go with Boston College to defend their turf.
I like Boston College at home as well because their defense got to make a stand sooner or later. I think
I like Boston College defense. Central Michigan used to put up some points, so I'll take Boston College too. Home to Virginia Tech.
I'm gonna say by that time Virginia Tech will be squared away, so I'm gonna take them with the win. So give Boston College a loss.
Yeah, of course I have to take Virginia Tech because I already got them second coming out the conference in the Coastal, so of course I'm gonna take Virginia.
I'll give them an L also at Louisville.
Louisville, Lamar Jackson. You ever heard of him? Lost. His name starts with an L. So give Boston College a loss.
L for the loss.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Heisman Trophy winner with that one. So I'm gonna go with the L.
Be careful saying he's a Heisman Trophy winner. We have Clemson fans watching.
Home to Florida State.
Ooh, man, who made this schedule? They had to play all these teams. They skipped.
Oh, I'm sorry. At Virginia. I got ahead of myself.
That's going to be a battle of the uglies. I would say Boston College because Virginia, they don't have a whole lot in the defense. It's going to be a low-scoring 10-7 game.
Yeah, and this is just because I feel bad for picking either one, but Virginia, I think, is just more terrible than them. So I'm going to take Boston College just on that alone.
I'm going to actually pick Virginia in this game. I like Bronco Mendenhall. Second season, they went 2-10 last year, but I like him as a coach. And at home, I mean, two teams that ain't got a lot of talent. I'll just take Virginia just because they're at home. Florida State.
Am I picking on the wrong team? I'm gonna go Florida State big. Give them an L.
That's a no-brainer. I'm taking the Seminoles.
L. They win that next week because they got a bye.
That should be a good week for
good win. Home to NC State.
NC State will come in and win. So give them an L for me.
I like NC State as well in that game.
I'll say a loss as well. I am big on NC State, as y'all will hear throughout this program. At UConn, why did they?
Don't know a whole lot about UConn this year, but I think Boston College will handle them.
I watched maybe a few games of UConn, and I watched Boston College. So with that, I'm taking Boston College.
I'll just give them a win, just because I don't know much about UConn. At Syracuse at the end of the season.
That'll be a loss. Syracuse is strong.
I like that.
By that time of the year, they'll have
maybe Syracuse will be. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna take Boston College in that game. Not just by talent. I think it's just one of the games they just gonna play above their means.
I'm gonna give them an L. I like Dungy. I like Dino Babers. I think Syracuse is heading in the right direction. Not a lot of talent, but again, I prefer their coach. I prefer their offense. They can move the ball. Boston College can't. So as I run this down, I have them 1, 2, 3, 4. I have them 4 and 6, 4 and 8. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. I have them 4 and 8. Did you remember what you had them? I got them 4 and 8.
I didn't count. It wasn't 4. I think I gave them 3.
I was with, I think, round 4.
4 and 8. We'll go to Syracuse next. Who is this team?
Never heard of them.
Central Connecticut State.
Somebody tell me.
Where is that? I'm assuming that's in Connecticut.
That sounds like a D3 college.
It sounds like high school.
I'll go ahead and pencil in a win for everybody right here.
Let's do that.
How about can we pencil in?
That's a dangerous
I
team.
don't know.
I haven't read
them.
up on them much,
I
but
finna say,
you let them Blue Raiders come up in there and play good. They can beat Syracuse.
I'm not sure, but
I'm sure that's their first time playing up there. So
we all agree with win here, or we scared a little too? Because that's a really good football team.
I've seen them play.
Northern New York. I say I'm going Syracuse.
Yeah.
Y'all go where y'all want to.
Another team playing Central Michigan for some reason, getting them
They're
checks.
going to be leading the ACC Atlantic early.
Like they're gonna start off good because I got them with the win.
Syracuse 3-0 at this point. We got them 3-0. Then the schedule gets a little more daunting at LSU in week 4. I have no idea why.
They about to start playing some big boy balls. I'm gonna go with LSU with the win. So
we can all agree.
We can all agree. I'm going Baton Rouge.
NC State. We can all at NC State. We can all
NC State with the win.
Home to Pittsburgh.
That could be an interesting game because Pittsburgh, they looking to be 4th or 5th in the ACC Coastal, but they could be fighting for 3rd or 4th. So I'm going to go Pittsburgh with the win, so loss for Syracuse.
I got Pitt as well.
I'll go Pitt too because I'm a huge fan of Pat Narduzzi. So I'll go loss because I'll take Pitt.
They only lost 3 games in the conference.
So at this point, they're 3-3 halfway through the season. The schedule does not get any easier. Home to Clemson, we can all agree. That's
Clemson will win.
We're going with Clemson.
At Miami, we can all
agree.
That's a loss. They win the next week. They have a bye.
Thank goodness for that bye because that's a rough
Then they get
stretch.
I think we all can agree that
I'm going with
that's a loss. Home to Wake Forest.
Woo!
I'm going to say Syracuse will win that one because they're going to be banged up and beat up and ready to win a game, so I'm going to go win.
I like Syracuse to beat Wake Forest.
I disagree with everything you just said. I think that's the main reason I think they're going to lose Wake Forest. They even got their brains beat in by this point. I'm going to lost at Wake Forest. And then they get
sometimes you got to turn the tide.
At Louisville. I think we all can agree that's a loss.
That'll be a loss.
At home to Boston College.
Oh, that's going to be a truck. Like we discussed earlier.
I'm
going to say they're going to win.
Okay. You got to win.
I like Boston College.
He like Boston College. I got him 4-8. You probably got him 3-9. So I got him 4-8.
They're close to the
Hey, well, that's what the media. We started from the bottom where the media started at. Wake Forest on deck. They total defense. They was 50th in the country last year, but 124th on offense. I just mentioned they was better on offense. I was completely wrong about this. Your thoughts about Wake Forest? First game.
They starting off with a win this year.
We all agree it's a win at home, Presbyterian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wake Forest. I'm not even gonna think about that.
At Boston
They
College.
losing to Boston College, like I said earlier.
Yeah, I like Boston College. It's just y'all notice it's a trend. I like Boston College.
Yeah, because we discussed it a whole lot in these last 3 pick assessments for some reason. These schedules are brutal on these sorry teams. I have no idea who put these schedules together. These teams are playing all the best teams. It's unfair. Utah State, we can all agree. Win.
Yeah, I'm agree with the win.
The win.
At Appalachian State.
That's a dangerous pick. I might
I
not
think
pick that one.
Michigan can attest to this.
I may be a guest announcer. I'm gonna hold my pick on that one, but no, I go Wake Forest.
I'm gonna go Wake as well.
Oh.
It's scary, but I'm gonna go with Wake.
I'll say win. I'll say win because App State lost a lot on defense. Home to Florida State, I think we can all.
That's gonna be a loss.
We can put an L beside
At Clemson, I think we can
That
all.
will be a loss.
At Georgia Tech.
That's a favorable game for my boys down in Atlanta, so I'm gonna take a loss. For
I
them.
like Georgia Tech at home.
So a loss.
I like Paul Justin.
Home.
Keep going with the L's, baby.
Louisville, we can all agree.
I
Loss.
got an L.
At Notre Dame.
Loss.
I agree with all y'all. At Syracuse. What did I have?
I think I picked Syracuse.
I
on
picked
that one.
Wake in this game, so I got to win.
I think I took Wake in that game as well.
Home to NC State, that we all
I like
agree.
NC State.
And then home to Duke.
How will they finish the year? Would they be ready to play or what? So I'm gonna say they're gonna lose it, Duke.
I'm gonna take Duke as well. I'm gonna take Duke.
I'll say lose too because not playing for a bowl at this point. I'll say a loss. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 8 after going to a bowl game. That would be very disappointing for Dave Clawson, who's in his 4th season. He was 13 and 24 heading into the season. Wow. Well, we get to the meat and potatoes now.
Let's get to the meat.
Because this team here that I'm about to pull up right here, y'all gonna notice something. I am really high on this team. This will be the NC State Wolfpack.
Time out. Is this the same team that lost the best quarterback, the first pick in the draft as a
No,
quarterback?
not North Carolina. NC State.
Okay.
You talking about
moving too fast.
Mitchell Trubisky from North Carolina.
I was gonna get.
Now
some
this
people.
is the team
I was gonna get some
that
people.
missed the field goal to be
Hey,
Clemson last year.
don't you? Hey, we have
I
Clemson
was
fans
gonna get some
watching.
people.
Do
Right.
not even start that.
That's who I was.
Okay.
On. I was just gonna
They-
spark a controversy
They picked
right now.
4th in the ACC Atlantic. Last year they was 34th in defense. They were 66 in offense, but they returned 9 starters, including the quarterback, 8 defensive starters, and the D line is top 3 in the country. Top 5 arguably, but top 3 for most consensus papers. NC State. Let's kick it off. They start off with a game in Charlotte, North Carolina, against the South Carolina Gamecocks. I know this is near and dear to your heart, but can you show some objectivity, please? Show some objectivity, Chris.
Wow, it's hard to show objectivity in this game. This is a big game for more than one reason. Jake Bentley, will he play well? NC State, will their defense allow the Gamecocks to score many points? I got to go with the Gamecocks, so that's my heart.
I'm quick to say NC State, but I don't know because many people I have talked to, they high on Bentley, very high. If he come out playing the way he's supposed to, there could be a game they win. But I'm going with the ACC. I'm gonna roll with NC State.
I have agonized about this pick. At first, it was South Carolina. Then it was NC State. Then I went to bed last night. I didn't know. But I woke up today. The day is a new day. I told you. I am high on this team right here. Bradley Chubb and NC State. I like this team. They win this game. They're just better than South Carolina up front.
It's a pretty well matched game. It can go either way, but I see y'all's opinion.
I seen
That's a
South
good pick.
Carolina. I
That's a
seen
good
South
pick.
Carolina in the game opener against was it Tar Heels? When they
Last
balled
year.
out last
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah, they played good. They played good in the first
Yeah,
game.
they really did.
And they'll be ready to go. Much time have them ready to play. That's why I toss and turn. They return 10. That's the SEC. Let's say that for Friday. But we'll talk about them later. Home to Marshall.
That's a win for NC State.
We can agree that's.
I agree. NC State.
Then they get some people near the dear our heart. Furman Paladins.
The Paladins, they'll play a good game, and they'll get beat. This will be a win for NC
I go
State.
NC State as well.
This is where the schedule starts to get interesting. At Florida State.
Not a chance. I'm gonna go Florida State on that one.
I like I said, I like NC State, but they're going to Tallahassee, and that my pick is going with the home team.
I also like Florida State, but don't think for a minute I'm done with NC State because I'm not. I like Florida State at home. Florida State is loaded on defense. This will be a good defensive game right here. This is an L for NC State. Home to Syracuse.
We're gonna call that a win.
I think we all can agree. Home to Louisville.
I don't want to upset you, but I'm gonna go Louisville in that one.
I'm gonna go with Louisville because of the quarterback.
That's all you need to know.
This is where things start to get
Could be a pick'em.
interesting for me. I am taking NC State.
And it is a Thursday night game also.
NC State at home on a Thursday night. Defense would be live. They should have a red out or black out or something crazy like that. I like NC State. Dave Dorn, I'm calling you out, man. I'm calling you out. I am high on NC State. Don't make me look like a fool. Win. At Pitt.
NC State, really? Oh, I'm going NC State there. That'll be a good game, Pitt. You know, especially if they pull off the upset against Louisville. NC State will be rocking and rolling, but I don't see Pitt giving them much of a challenge for long, but NC State will pull that out.
Second half, NC State pull away.
I'm a huge fan of Pat Narduzzi. And it's a tough for me because they beat Louisville. They're going to be really flat when they go to Pitt, and it's an easy trap game. So, I'm going to give him an L right here.
Oh, wow.
Chris Major. At Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, they taking on some big boys in ACC this year, so I got to go with Notre Dame.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna stick with the pack on this one. I'm going NC State.
I go win as well. Home to Clemson.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Clemson, you know, they were fortunate to get out of that game alive last year.
Field goal.
And
Miss.
this is one of those games that Clemson get tripped up on, you know, a lot of revenge in the air. NC State, you high on NC State. Could it be their second win against a South Carolina-based team, or third counting Furman, I guess?
They go on to upstate.
I think Clemson's going to win.
I want to say Clemson, but I agree with Sentell. I'm not that high on the Wolfpack, but I could see Clemson at this point. I'm going with the Wolfpack.
Someone has been clearly reading my notes because guess what, people? I got NC State too. Clemson, I don't like to say should have lost the game, but they could have lost to NC State. NC State dominated that game up front, physically manhandled and whipped them all game. They will be thinking about that going into that week. They want this game. They want Clemson. Clemson the national champions, so they're gonna get everybody best shot anyway. But this team feels that they should have beat Clemson last year. I'm high on this team, NC State, with the win right here.
And that's one of your ACC's longest, you know, big rivals. You know, that's a big game. It's always been a big game.
Always at Boston College. You know, I'll agree.
I think we said NC State's going to win that one.
Yeah. Wait, we'll give them a win.
State.
The end of the season with the rivals. North Carolina Tar Heels at home.
I got to go at home. They're going to beat North Carolina.
I got them at home as well.
I got them winning too. And when I look at this, I got them 3. Whoa.
8-4.
I got them 10-2.
10-2. Oh wow.
I thought it was 9-3. I might be missing the game, but hey, I did it, so it's cool. I got
you missing one, yeah.
I thought I had them 9-3. But I'm looking at it right now. I got them 10.
That isn't.
No, we had the loss Florida State, Pittsburgh, and
high on NC State.
I
Let me get you a Wolfpack cap.
I got them 10. I got them 10-2. I'm pretty sure I got them 8-4, like 9-3.
I think once the season starts, it might change. It probably
okay.
change.
Hey, we'll all go back and revisit these things.
Yeah, but this is our preseason type pick.
Now,
so
we can change our picks because any major injury,
I reserve the right to change
to
my
go
pick
back and change
later on.
Any
people,
injuries.
I reserve my right to change my
and
pick.
I can change my right, but I think I'm going to stay with NC State. But anyway, let's get to Louisville.
Saw a lot of eyeballs raised out there in Facebook Live when you picked them over Clemson.
That Clemson crowd. That Clemson crowd ready to kill
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No objectivity.
Louisville's an interesting story. They got off to a hot start. Then they lost their last 3 games. They finished the season 9-4. They returned the Heisman Trophy winner, of course. They were 9th in total defense last year. They were 3rd in total offense, but they lose their top running back and their top receiver, and a lot on defense.
And they lost one of my favorite players on defense.
Yeah.
As well.
5 offensive players, 7 defensive players. This is Bobby Petrino's second stint with Louisville. He's 26-13 the second time around. I'm not counting the first time. So let's get into this Louisville schedule. Cardinal, home to Purdue. We can all.
I'm gonna say they'll win that one.
We can all
give them the win.
At North Carolina.
At first, I was thinking this could be a tough game for Louisville going into North Carolina, but North Carolina's got a young quarterback replacing Trubisky, like we talked about. No chance.
Trubisky.
Louisville, the great
Mitchell.
Trubisky.
Mitchell. Don't you call him Mitch.
So I'd say Louisville's
like
going to
that.
win. I'd say Louisville.
I'm going with Louisville as well.
I'm going to give him a win, but with a caution. Home to Clemson.
Well, here's one of the first big games in ACC this year among the big 3.
Huge game.
And, it's a Thursday night. Clemson's going to come off a win against Auburn.
Saturday.
You sure? I thought it was Thursday night. Okay, the schedule says Saturday, so that gives them 2 more days to prepare. Either way, both of them. So I think Lamar Jackson's going to come in this year and play just like he did last year with a lot less turnovers, and Louisville gets the win.
I like Louisville almost as similar to the pick that you just had a minute ago. Far as Louisville could have easily won that game. That play at the end of that game was, was very controversial. Could have went either or on that play. The referee just, which I probably would have bit my, held my flag as well. But they're at home thinking about the same thing. So, I'm going to go with the Cardinals at home in a close one.
You took all my points. Early season game for Clemson. This is a true road test. First trip for the young team. New quarterback for Clemson. They're bringing a lot of new players, a lot of ultra-talented players. This game's on the road. Louisville thinks they should have beat Clemson last year. Florida State went up Louisville last year. It didn't go well. Louisville. Kent State, we can all agree, win. Murray State Racers, why are they playing them? We can all agree it's a win.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be.
At NC State,
Louisville.
I had Louisville.
I got them losing. Home to Boston College, we can all agree that's a win.
I thought that game's a Thursday night.
At Florida State, huge game.
Huge.
At Florida State, this is another one of the big games out of the big 3 for me. I'm gonna say that's gonna be too tough of a crowd for Lamar Jackson to handle. Florida State, they got a great quarterback themselves. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
But I'm going to give Florida State the win in this one.
I'm going with the home team. I got a couple of points, especially the way they went up there and got embarrassed at 12 noon. I mean, the game was over before 1:30.
Yes.
This should be on the back of everyone's mind of the whipping that Louisville put on Florida State last year.
Yes.
I'm talking about the grumbling is still down there in Tallahassee.
Yes.
So I'm going to take the home team because the defense is ready and it's ramped this year.
I like the way you guys see things. Y'all, I'm going to be rubbing off on you guys because that's how I feel. Florida State got embarrassed. They got beat down. They got train wrecked. They got ramrodded. This game is at Tallahassee. That D-line, Louisville has trouble protecting the quarterback. This might get ugly. I got Florida State. At Wake. We can all agree a win.
I agree.
Virginia at home, win. Syracuse at home.
Win.
Okay. At Kentucky.
Kentucky's, I know that's going to be a Friday night show. Kentucky, the SEC, a lot of people high on them this year, but I think Louisville can handle them.
I like Louisville as well.
Kentucky beat them last year in Louisville.
Yeah, but
They were struggling down the stretch. This is a better team right now because as I'm looking at them,
A lot of turnovers in that game.
A lot of folks thought that should have cost Lamar Jackson the Heisman
Yeah, it was a lot of turnovers in the game. Yeah, it was a lot of turnovers. They had a lot of turnovers.
Man, you know what? I'm going loss at Kentucky.
This guy is
So I got them 10-2, but they got one conference loss, which is outstanding because that's gonna play a role in these last 2 teams, and we know who they are.
Yep.
We'll start with the defending, reigning national champions. Home to Kent State, we can all agree.
That's going to be a win.
This schedule is going to get interesting real fast.
Brutal.
Home to Auburn.
Calhoun Falls, Kelly Bryant. It's going to be his first real start
It's an SEC.
against an SEC team, who, by the way, are the Tigers as well. But I'm going to be cheering for him, and I think Clemson gets the win.
Can he handle that? That is my only question. Can he handle that? This is. I don't want to, go against the home man.
It's hard to.
And it's hard to go against a homer. But can he handle that? Because that is the top position, the most important position, and you're in a game now where you're not backing up. You're the head guy. So the mistakes now is going to be over your head, the crowd. With all that being said, I'm going with the home. I'm gonna go with the Tigers.
You had us going.
I'm going with the Tigers.
I spent many a sleepless nights going back and forth about this game. I've wanted to pick Auburn for so long in this game, but I'm not. But what I will say, and I don't want to give away my picks, they will lose one of these next 2 games. They're gonna lose one of these 2 games. I'll say they sneak by Auburn, but these 2 games are gonna tell me a lot about Clemson for the quarterback position and the actual team. If they badly beat Auburn and Kelly Bryant struggles, and then they go and lose to Louisville, you're going to start hearing Hunter Johnson's name really, really quick. But if he wins the first 3, the quarterback competition is put to bed. But if he struggles against Auburn, loses to Louisville, Hunter Johnson's name will ring up. But I'll pick a win right here. But I can't change my mind. But I'll give him a W. Reserve. That's a great one. I like that. Reserved. I like that.
Change our picks.
At Louisville.
Well, going back to Kelly Bryant, this will be a hostile crowd against him. The hostile crowd at home will probably help him to a win, but this will be his first hostile road start. And like I said before, a lot of revenge in Louisville Cardinals' mind. I'm going to go Louisville with the win, so Clemson loses.
I like Louisville at home as well. And it all, again, boils down to the quarterback position. So I'm going to go with Louisville.
I told y'all, once again, I'm rubbing off on you guys because we're thinking alike. I'm coming here thinking, well, y'all were just going to pick Clemson just because, right? But no, we all agree that Louisville's going to win this game. Home to Boston College, I think we all.
That'll be a win.
At Virginia Tech, this is tricky.
I had that in my notes as one of Clemson's, trip-up games.
This is tricky.
And, this is hostile crowd number 2. Everybody knows about Blacksburg. But yes. I think Clemson to come out of there with a win.
Once again, I wanna take Clemson so bad. Some telling me, but once again, Blacksburg, Virginia. I'm gonna go with the Hokies. I don't even consider it upset. In a close, I'm gonna go with the Hokies. I'm gonna go with the Hokies.
I'm going to say you picked them to lose. And you know what? I know I'm rubbing off of you because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not going to do what you're thinking I'm going to do. But would I be shocked if they lose this game? Absolutely not. I'll toss and turn about this game too. This is another one of those games because if it plays out like I said, it plays out, they lose Louisville, quarterback controversy creeping in. Which guy starts at Virginia Tech at this point? So you don't know. But Virginia Tech lost a lot on offense. Evans is gone. Ford is gone. Bucky Brooks, whatever his name. The tight end is gone. So I go Clemson right here at Virginia Tech. But I got you down here at the left. Home to Wake Forest, we all agree.
Tigers.
Syracuse, we all agree. Home to the Rambling Wreck.
Well,
it's made to be objective.
Unfortunately, I took a little trip down to Atlanta last year and watched this game in person like I normally do. And I may ride up to Clemson and watch it in person this year. And I'm going to see the same result. Clemson comes out on top.
I like this man. I'm completely objective.
It don't even come down to a quarterback or nothing. I just take Clemson just because.
Georgia Tech does return 8 stars on defense, 8 stars on offense. Clemson is too talented, and they play Georgia Tech well. Now that option, Brent Venables has just coached the team up. They just stopped this cold turkey. So I got Clemson at NC State.
Well, we've already discussed this one. You know, that was one of Clemson's tough games. You know, but I take Clemson for the win.
Well, of course, I picked NC State. We was on NC State, so I picked NC State at home.
And of course, y'all know I'm high on Dave Doran and Ryan Lindley. Don't make me look like a fool. They lose to NC State. Home to Florida State, which will probably be one of the biggest games
away to Florida State.
They are.
They're home.
That's right. That game's in. You mean y'all let them win?
Yeah, they
I'm playing mind games with you already. I tell you what my mind game is. I'm going to give you my pick for the ACC Atlantic champion, Francois. He will come into Death Valley and break a lot of hearts. Florida State with the win.
I like it as well. He get it. You know, I think as long as he's protected, he's upright, less mistakes, and you got to think, you know, they still angry about that clipping call last year. I mean, it was many mistakes, but that was a close game, and that was big, and they're still fresh in their tongue. You know, they feel the same way Louisville that they should have won that game, but they didn't. So we move on. I like Florida State and Clemson at least by 2 touchdowns.
Whoa!
Wow.
I don't think it's close.
I don't think it's close. I don't even know how to react to that.
I don't think it's close.
I
don't think it's close.
I thought about this game a lot too. And I was high on Florida State coming out of the recruiting cycle, but I have since cooled on Florida State a lot. By this time, Clemson will have settled on a quarterback. I love that D-line against the Florida State offensive line. That would be a battle of the trenches. Don't know if Florida State can move the ball consistently against Clemson, especially in Death Valley. Clemson would have already lost 2 games in the conference by now. I'm taking Clemson at home. I know that would make you people happy.
Good pick.
So I got Clemson over Florida State at home.
Good thoughts.
Citadel at home. We can all agree to win.
Oh, here's the biggest of all.
Chris Major, you was objective when they played Georgia Tech. Can you be objective at South Carolina? Clemson at South Carolina.
Well, there's no Deshaun Watson in this game.
That's true.
That is very true.
That's true. That happened.
And last year, I attended this game in Death Valley. Clemson comes out with like a 56-7 victory, something like that. I've heard that was a score. I didn't see it. I didn't see it by myself.
I know it was over, quickly.
Good thing I had close proximity in my vehicle. Anyway, I don't think Deshaun Watson could help the game because if he was on the other side of the ball this year. But no, that's just a joke. I think Clemson's going to win this game.
I'm high on your quarterback. If who everyone says he could be.
Well, what he said he is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to be foolish. I'm just going to go with the Tigers to continue to run the Palmetto State. So I'm going with the Tigers.
But if that's the only pick I miss on Clemson's schedule, believe me, I will be happy.
He would be happy. He would be rooting for this game to lose.
I won't be cheering for Clemson just to make sure I was right there.
An improving South Carolina team, they'll be a whole lot better. Clemson just talented, too much talent from top to bottom. Mm-hmm. It'll be a close game, though. This will be a dog fight. But I got Clemson in this game. And I have them 10-2. Like you might have him
9-3.
He got him 9-3, 10-2. You about 10-2. Mm-hmm. And we come to the media darlings, the ACC media picks for the ACC, the Atlantic Division, the Florida State Seminole, and this schedule. I like this schedule. I don't know why I like this schedule so much, but I love to see Florida and Alabama play because I ain't got to play them first. But hey, I love it. Mercedes-Benz on. We'll be rocking. Florida State, Alabama. Number 1, maybe 2 team. They 1-3 in the coaches poll, but this would be the top best game, top ranked team at the start of the season in college football history. I cannot wait to see this. 2 of the most talented teams, 2 2 of the 4 teams that I call elite in college football right now today. There's only 4 of them. Don't debate me on this. Only 4 elite teams in college football: Florida State, Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State. Don't quote me on this. Alabama, Florida State, Mercedes-Benz Dome, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, ESPN, Kurt Herbstreit, Chris Fowler.
Gonna be
Wow. Everybody's going to be ready for this one. When we saw this on the schedule, everybody got excited because, like Sentell said, I mean, this is his house. He makes the rules. He said a perfect thing just now. This is the best opening college football game that I can remember.
Ever.
I mean, you think Florida State, you think Alabama, 2 of the elite in the last 30 years in college football. Alabama goes way back further than that, but we give Florida State 30 years. But Thomas, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but he loves his Seminoles. But if I had to pick a winner of this game to kick off the 2017 football season, I'm going to go with the Crimson Tide. But we will see how I feel about the rest of Florida State's season after this loss.
Well, we know you're not going to be objective, but we're going to tell us why Florida State going to win.
Here's why Florida State will win this game. Because I think our quarterback is, if he stays upright, and I think not only if he stays upright, and we get Akers rolling in this game, and with the defense we got, and with James back, and Alabama, if we can get them in a position where they have to pass the ball, we all know. I mean, he threw down the field, their quarterback couple, but he's not that good throwing the ball down. If we can stop the run, same way as how they had Clemson. If you remember before Scarborough got hurt, how they was running up and down at Alabama, Clemson made it one side. If we can get the same thing, I see Florida State winning this game. It is against Nick Saban in a season opener. I don't have his record in front of me, which he is very impressive. It scares me. And I know with Clemson, ACC winning that game last year, we're going to have a bitter taste in the mouth. But I'm just going to base this game, like I said, off the quarterback. If we're just going to go off the quarterback, I'm going with Florida State to win this game in a close one. Maybe a Clemson-type game last year in the national championship where it'll come down to 3 to 4 points. It's under 7. I'm going to go with the opener. I'm going with the Seminoles.
Well, we knew you were going with the Seminoles. I don't think we shocked. Is anybody shocked? Is anybody shocked? Or are you shocked? We're not shocked.
Not shocked.
Shocked at all. When I see this game, I was very high on Florida State. Like I said, coming out of recruiting, going to spring. But I have since cooled on Florida State. And here's why. I don't like the offensive line at all. And then one of the starters just got hit on a scooter like 2 weeks ago. So he's already out. The receiving core that was already questionable to begin with just lost Devontae Phillips, a guy who I had penciled in as a guy who could probably contribute and help them. No Phillips. So all your known commodities are Murray and Alden Tate. I just don't trust them up front. I think they're gonna at times struggle just to move the football, especially against Alabama. The offensive line, I just don't like them. Don't like them on the outside. I love Cam Akers, but if you remember, Florida State would go through stretches where the offense would get stagnant. But guess what they used to do? They turn around and hand to a guy number 4. He could take an 80-yard run to the house, and he hit a lot of things, which was their bad offensive line. If you notice, they run a lot of stretch plays. They didn't run in between the tackles. They ran to the outside. Cam ain't got that burst. Jarquez Patrick does not have that burst to make those kind of runs. I'm concerned with the offensive line. It'll be a close game. Florida State is deeply talented. 9 on defense. They get Derwin James back. The linebacker core is one of the best in the nation. 90. I'm missing some guys on D-line, but they are loaded. Brian Burns. They got Marvin Wilson, the big 5-star D-tackle. So D-line is outstanding. This will be a close game. I have it somewhere like Alabama 28, Florida State 24, something like that. Francois, I love his toughness, but he has to improve. 58% completion ratio last year. Has to improve. But I'm worried about the offensive line, and I'm worried about the receivers. So I'll take Alabama, but I'm still high on Florida State. Bama in the first one, 28-24. Louisiana Monroe, we can all agree. Home to Miami.
Well, this is a good opportunity for Miami to, stake their claim to the Coastal Division title. But as you'll see, I'm very high on Florida State in the ACC. I picked them to lose against Alabama, but I'm high on them in the ACC. I give them a win here.
At home, I got us against Miami.
I got a win too. Like I said, I like Florida State. I'm like me and Chris are kind of on the same week. Like, just because we didn't pick them against Bama, we don't think Florida State is good. But they'll beat Miami at home. Miami replacing their starting quarterback. A lot of pieces Miami got to replace, but Florida State is just too talented. They already had that one loss, so they can't afford to lose it again. So they'll be ready to roll out that Alabama game. At home against NC State,
Florida State will win.
At home, I'm going with the Seminoles.
I picked Florida State to win this game and pick NC State to lose it. So I got Florida State. At Wake Forest, we can all agree.
Keep rolling for me.
At Duke.
Keep rolling.
Home to Louisville. I think we all.
We'll take a check right there, but
I'm only because of
we all pick.
we all
picked
took
Florida
Florida
State,
State
yeah.
because of that home, because of that whipping last year at 12.
At Boston
what
College.
was it, 63-20? Is that what it was?
I think I stopped looking at it was like 48 or something. I just, I was at work. It was just, brutal.
Win against Syracuse.
Syracuse to win.
I picked them winning.
You had a win in Clemson?
You the only one had them losing.
I had them losing.
You had them losing.
Okay, you had them winning.
Delaware State,
Delaware
be
State.
careful. Be careful.
The red, what that, blue hands or whatever?
No, that's Delaware. I think they like the Fireflies or something.
Now, can you be objective on this?
Yeah, let's listen to Mr.
Now we
Sentell
need some
right here.
objectivity
I'm gonna
at the end of this.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to recuse myself from anything Florida. I'm not going to make any picks.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
You have to.
I'm not going to make any picks.
You can pick them again Friday. You can change your mind right here Friday night.
Okay, but let me
reserve the right.
Okay, but I'm starting with Chris at Florida.
Whew.
This is a tough game because, like I said, I'm high on Florida State in the ACC, but I'm also high on Florida State in the state of Florida. Florida's going to be a good team this year, and he's going to break it down for you because he's a Gator.
He's a Gator.
And it's at Florida. But I think Florida State's going to be, they're going to have a good year, and they're going to end it off in the regular season and step into the ACC championship the following week. But they're going to win against Florida at Florida.
I like them against Florida. I know Florida have got some great talent that rolling, especially at the cornerback, because they had to replace Tabor in the other corner, and I seen some picks in corner. So I will give Florida this. They recruit well on the defensive side of the ball. I will say that. But I think they'll start off, typical Florida State game close, and I like Florida State pulling away at the end in a close one in Gainesville, which, by the way, if it's what we think it might be, we will be in Gainesville for that game.
I initially was gonna come on here because I said I'm gonna recuse myself, but do you guys want me to be completely objective?
I want you to be completely objective. If you pick Florida, that's fine.
If
you pick Florida State.
I got Florida State 9-2. This is what I was gonna do. This is what I was gonna do. 9-2. I was gonna go 9-3. And keep on moving. That's what I was gonna do.
Well, there you go.
So that's what I was gonna do because I don't want to even get into the specifics of it because y'all gonna accuse me of being a homer, and I can't tell you anything to make you say he's not been objective. Florida State going 9-3. But
right now we own the state of Florida.
If you want to stay right there and not.
That's fine.
We
deal with
your
it.
brother.
I'm going. I'm going.
Right now we run the state of Florida.
I'm going. Look, I got them going 9-3. I don't need them. I don't need the questions. I don't need the questions. I don't need the comments. I don't need the phone calls. So, who you have winning the Atlantic?
I have Florida State at 8-0, Louisville at 7-1, Clemson at 6-2.
Who do you have winning the ACC?
I had Florida State.
You.
Then I think I had I had Louisville, but I had FSU. I had FSU winning the Atlantic, and I think I had Virginia Tech. No, I can't remember. Did I have them? We had Wolfpack.
Yeah, you probably on
Wolfpack. I had Wolfpack.
That's definitely my number 14.
Okay, I got Florida State winning the Atlantic because I only got them one loss in the conference at Clemson. I got Clemson losing twice. I got Louisville losing twice. I got NC State losing twice. So I got Florida State winning the ACC. So despite what you may think, I got Florida State winning the ACC Atlantic. So we all agree that we agree with the media.
Right.
That Florida State's going to win the ACC.
I got Clemson in third.
You got Clemson in third?
I got Clemson. I got them losing to Louisville and Florida State. So
I do.
We had Louisville in the Coastal.
No. Yeah, I'll resort that in a few minutes, but
because in my opinion, in Atlantic, you got three teams: Florida State, Louisville, Clemson.
You got a possible. Don't forget NC State now.
Yeah, I don't think they ever have any hiccups on those teams.
I don't know how.
About
in my head, I was saying NC State was 9-3, but then when I did the win game, I had 10-2. I don't know how the hell I had that. But they are 10-2.
Crazy.
Two conferences lost. I don't know where that come from, but I still have two conference games. For some reason, in my head, I said they're 9-3. Maybe that Carolina game, maybe that South Carolina game, I might have thought about Carolina beating them because I think NC State are 9-3, at least a 9-3 type of team. So maybe that's where that comes from. But we all agree, Florida State.
Need to swap the team from the coast and Atlantic.
The balance the conference out. What you're saying?
Three of the power.
I think they've won 6 straight championships. So 6 straight Atlantic Coast championships.
All right. This division of the ACC. I mean, we can just kind of. You want to blindly just close your eyes. Pick one of these teams. Miami was picked to win the damn thing. We'll go a little bit faster on these.
When they picked last year to win the Coastal last year. There was Hal Mark Rick coming in to change the culture and the atmosphere. So. I mean,
we can go the quarterback's name.
We'll do it blindly.
Brad Kaya is his name.
Yeah, they were high.
I don't think they picked them to win it. I did personally. I picked them to win the Coastal. I don't think they see media pick. I can't remember. They went 9-4, not bad. They had some hot starts this season. They beat Appalachian State. They beat the brakes off of them. Then they lost some games to Florida State. 2019 close game. But they finished off the season winning 3 in a row. So. I'm not a fan of Mark Rick. I think we all know that I hate Mark. Not hate him, but I just dislike Mark
Rick. He just had some teams.
But yeah,
what's your team called the Bulldogs?
Yeah, that underachieved at every turn.
So you're starting at the bottom, which could be either the top.
Right. Good point.
That could really be
you not even thinking that. That was brilliant stuff right there.
Yeah.
But roll with it. Roll with it anyway.
Hey, if you want to call in right now, the phone lines are open since we just did Atlantic. So if you want to call in with your comments about the ACC Atlantic, phone lines are open. 864-378-5943. 378-LYIF. If you want to get in and talk about Atlantic, and we'll talk about the Coastal, but you can get in with your comments about the Atlantic, and we'll dabble with the. Because we don't. It's Coastal, man. We might well be Ray Charles. We don't. Who can pick this damn division? I mean, really?
It's always been tough to pick.
It always.
They used to have a segment on ESPN called "The Wheel of Death" because nobody knew who would pick this division.
I want to say 2014. 2014, Georgia Tech was picked to finish last, and they won it. I mean, just one of those kind of years. I don't think it'll happen this year. You still got the big three on the Coastal side too, but you never know.
Like I said, phone lines are open if you want to get in with your comments. We just broke down the ACC Atlantic. All of us picked the Florida State Seminoles to be the ACC Atlantic champions. Now we're going to try and pray for us to figure out who's going to win the ACC Coastal Division. And we'll start with the win game with Virginia. We're going to try to speed these up a little bit faster than we did the ACC Atlantic. I think we want to get ACC Atlantic more attention, but we'll try to get through them. Home to William and Mary.
Win.
Is that a church?
Just because it's women married, and I think it is a church. So
it's a Christian school or something like that.
Yeah,
something, right?
Yeah, I think Duke played them in basketball. We went and seen them last year. I think.
Yeah, the Indians. I think I said Indians.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Virginia. I
like
Virginia. Bronco, don't let me down.
I like Bronco Mendenhall. Second season, they went 2-10 last year. 81st in defense, 103rd in offense. There's just not a lack of talent, but I got them winning against William and Mary at home to Indiana. It was a weird game.
I'm gonna say they're gonna lose that game to Indiana.
Yeah.
Just because.
Who's your daddy?
I mean, I'm gonna say Indiana. Larry Bird. Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna take Indiana. Sorry.
Does it really? I'm gonna say win. Bronco Mendenhall, second season. Maybe you improve. We find out what kind of coach you are. These two teams are both bottom feeders.
Very bottom feeders.
I go win. Homie, UConn.
I'll give him a win against UConn.
I would too.
Is Jim Calhoun coaching UConn?
I don't know.
I would say we're doing basketball.
Is this Oriel?
Basketball.
Oriel coaching? I'll give him a win. I got him 3-0 the first 3 games.
Boise State, the Broncos.
Bronco against Bronco.
Broncos against Broncos. Let's go to loss for me.
I'm going to go loss on the blue field.
That's an interesting game to fly all the way across the country in the 4th week of the season to play against. Maybe that's something with Bronco familiarity when he played with he coached BYU. Maybe that's something with the AD called up or something. I don't know how you get Boise State on the schedule. That's a loss though.
What's that? Matt Wack?
They in the big
Mountain
West. I don't know what they in, but they one of the best non-Power 5 schools. And I'll talk about a little bit about non-Power 5 schools next week. We'll get a little bit, a couple of them teams that can make a run. Home to Duke.
I'm gonna give him a loss on that one.
Man, he was in my head. I was going with Dave Cutcliffe as well.
Cutcliffe's one of
I was going to Cutcliffe.
coaches.
He's one of my lost favorite, but I'm going to loss to Duke.
I'm going to win right here from Virginia.
Remember that.
You can document me.
I don't know, but he reserved the right. We reserved the right.
I want to stay.
I
want to be convicted in my picks at North Carolina.
I think I'm going to have them losing that one.
Well, of course, I got North Carolina.
North Carolina has lost a lot of talent. Do they have enough to beat Do they have enough to beat Virginia? Probably. I'll give them a loss right here. Home to Boston College.
I think that's going to be a loss. Boston College is going to ugly that one too. I'm pretty sure that's what I had picked. Boston College.
I took Boston College. I think it's.
I think all three of us. I don't want to cross up my bed.
12-4.
Y'all Facebook Live listeners don't be writing these down. I may cross something up.
12-4. 2 safeties. I like Boston College.
I like Boston College. A super tight one. They win by a field goal. I said loss. At Pitt.
Loss.
Home to Georgia Tech.
That's always been a Georgia Tech tough game. But, I'm going to pick Georgia Tech. That's my boys.
At Louisville, loss. At Miami,
loss.
Home to Virginia Tech,
loss.
That was a good loss. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got them 4-8. Y'all probably got them 3-9.
Yeah, because you gave them a win against Indiana. Yeah.
One of your favorite coaches, the Duke Blue Devils, David Cutcliffe. He entered his 10th season, 52-61. You would think it seems he had more success than that, but when you at Duke,
only one season.
The measure of success is like 6-6. If you had a good season, so we think of him as a great coach. 7 offensive player return, 7 defensive players, including the lone starter of the ACC Coastal. Duke, I think it's Jones. I can't remember his first name. They were 84th in defense, 85th in offense. But we'll get into the Duke schedule. NC Central. I'm
going to say win.
We'll give him a W.
I'm going to give him a W as well.
Interesting game. The smart school.
The battle of the smart
school. The nerd school game.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Home to
Northwestern.
Only because I like Cutcliffe, but as well, Northwestern. That's pretty tough. I'm going to go with Cutcliffe.
I'll give him an L. I like Pat Fitzgerald and the Northwestern Wildcats. So the battle of smart kids, Northwestern wins. Home to Baylor.
Wow, this is a
Baylor even the same Baylor we've seen in the past?
This is not the same Baylor. They've had a lot of off the field
issues.
That's another show for another day.
Wow. A lot of
we got to keep this rated PG. So
I would never let my daughter go to Baylor. Let me go ahead and say that right now. Okay, we're going to go back. I ran the trail for a minute.
I had no idea Duke was playing Baylor, and I don't know why, but I will pick
Big 12.
Baylor. I got to go with Baylor.
Unfortunately, Cutcliffe, I'm going to have to go with Baylor.
It's a shame what happened at Baylor. I like to hire Matt Rule though. They still got some talent. I mean, not they got more than Duke. But it's in Durham.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Baylor. So they lose that at North Carolina. Why they play their rival at the fourth game of the season? Go ahead.
I saw that. That's a big game to be playing. That's the opening ACC game for Duke. I'm not sure about North Carolina. I think it is for North Carolina too. But that's a rivalry game. I'm gonna go with North Carolina.
When I first seen it, I immediately said Duke. But then, because of Duke, North Carolina, Coach K is not coaching this game. And I do like Cutcliffe.
No,
I'm gonna go with North Carolina.
I'll go with Larry Fedora and the Tar Heels. So another loss versus Miami.
Miami's gonna win. So loss for Duke.
I think we all can agree. At Virginia.
I'm gonna say win for Virginia.
I think we had Virginia.
Win for Duke. I'm sorry.
I had a win for Virginia. I had Virginia winning.
I don't know why, but we reserved the right.
I got to win.
Yeah, we reserved the right.
I picked Duke to win that game.
Yeah, I think you.
Well, we can all go out the tape back, and you can know all your picks. You can watch the tape back. Lost to Florida State. We can all agree. Versus Pittsburgh.
This will be a big game for the Coastal Division. Fighting for a bowl game, maybe. Who knows? Depending on what our picks do. But I'm gonna say Duke will beat Pitt.
Pitt was pretty squared away, especially after, the big win last year a long win against Clemson. They had. I'm going to go with Pitt.
I'll go Pitt. I like Pat Narduzzi, so I'm going to go with loss for them. At Virginia Tech,
I'm going to say loss.
No,
because I was high on Virginia Tech anyway, so we're going to.
Then did in your heart. They playing Army, West Point.
I can't say Army will stay in this game. Too much firepower for Duke. Even though Army runs the triple option.
They run that triple option. It's pretty tough.
And it looks like Duke has a bye week between them, so I'm gonna go with Duke.
I'm going Duke as well.
At this point, Duke would have been
on a 7-game
losing streak. And a bye comes at the perfect time. I got them losing it at Army. I'm sorry. Army made a bowl game. Army was pretty good last year. I like the Black Knights at home. It's late November. November gonna be cold. I like it. Home to Georgia Tech.
That'll be a loss for Duke.
I think we all agree.
Georgia Tech will win.
Loss.
I'm gonna go with a loss because if you go to a loss against West Point, they run a similar offense. You pretty much have to take Georgia Tech, don't you? Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's obvious. We had Wake Forest. I had them losing to Wake Forest.
Yeah, you had Duke losing to Wake Forest.
Yeah,
they only won one ACC game. They only won one ACC game last year. So
I'm pretty sure I have Wake Forest.
I think I got
Duke.
Wake.
I got Wake.
I got the Pretty Helmets winning.
I got Duke at 1-11. There's no way Cutcliffe going 1-11.
I can't see that.
There's no way. He's just too good of a coach. He'll change something
somewhere down the line. I think.
Wow.
You know what? I think they can win 3 games.
It looks rough.
We reserve the right to change our picks on Duke. We're gonna reserve the right to change our picks.
They deserve to go 1-11 by scheduling.
I have them at 2 wins, but I actually see 3. I think 3.
That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah,
I see it.
We come with the Tar Heels. 55th defense last year, 49th in offense. Of course, they lose the great Mitchell Trubisky to the draft.
The greatest quarterback in college history.
They lose Elijah Hood.
Not.
They lose a couple of receivers. I can't think of the name right offhand. They only returned 5 offensive starters, 7 on defense, but the defense was atrocious. Like I said, 55th in defense. And they lose Gene Chizik, who was the coordinator. So a lot of changeover in California. Larry Fedora, I love him because he wears a visor. He got a great hair too. But let's get into North Carolina. Look at these schedules. Some of these scheduling.
It's odd. It's odd.
The Cal Berkeley Bears for game 1.
Yeah. That's odd.
And that's East Coast versus West Coast.
Yes, Pac-12.
It all depends on when the kickoff is. You gotta. If you have a 12 o'clock noon kickoff, you got California with a 9 o'clock mine. So I still think California come across here and beat North Carolina because it's the first game for North Carolina starting a young quarterback. Still got to get.
They got some talent. I'm gonna
go with
30th in rivals.
Depending the time.
If it's noon game.
Depending the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna reserve my right for this pick.
To be determined.
Depending on the time frame to fly all that, there might be jet lag.
Right.
And I agree with Chris. And depending on time, I'm gonna take California, but I reserve that right. People, you heard it here. I reserve that right, but I'm gonna take California.
Okay, I got a new coach. I think Sonny Dykes got fired. Not sure who the coach is. Win for Carolina for me. Home Louisville.
Well, like I said when we was going over the Louisville schedule, this could be a tough game, but I think Louisville will handle them.
Yeah, I like Louisville.
I think I had Louisville also. L at Old Dominion.
Old Dominion. That
That's
seems
what
like
we
a big
can all.
barn burner.
We can.
Is an Old Dominion.
I hope that's a neutral.
Do y'all have a
game.
definition of an Old Dominion? Is that like a hound?
I think they like the
governors
Anybody
or
know
the
Old
senators
Dominion?
or something. I don't know. The Monarchs. I don't know what their name is.
Home to Duke. I think I had him. I know I had him losing.
I
know I had Duke losing.
I had Duke losing,
Win.
and this scares me because we don't really know.
At
There's
Georgia
closer
Tech.
It's going to be a tough
Yeah,
game
man.
for Georgia Tech, but I think they'll pull it out at home. So loss for North Carolina.
I'm going Georgia Tech at home.
I got Georgia Tech. I got Georgia Tech as well. We ain't got Georgia Tech yet, so you ain't got to worry about
okay.
that. Home to Notre Dame.
Okay, I'm going to say this. There'll be a lot of fans at this game. I believe one of the first times Notre Dame come to that area, so I'm going to give Notre Dame to win against North Carolina. There'll be a lot of Irish fans in the crowd.
I was looking at the opposite. Big game, Notre Dame coming, It's in this North Carolina. I want to go North Carolina, but since they don't have the greatest quarterback, quotation marks, people, quotation marks.
You're just such a fan of Mitch Trubisky, man.
I think he was just great. He was just such great. But I'm gonna go with Notre Dame.
He's speaking so glowingly of him. I got Notre Dame as well. I like the quarterback. I can't think his name right offhand, but
What did you mark win?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Notre Dame's schedule. I have to have that schedule.
Baby.
Home to Virginia.
North Carolina with the win.
North Carolina.
I had North Carolina winning at Virginia Tech.
Okay, this is another big game for the Coastal title. I think Virginia Tech will pull it out at home, so loss for North Carolina.
My pick as well, at home, Virginia Tech.
I like Virginia Tech as well. Home to Miami.
They wiped themselves out with this schedule. You got Georgia Tech, Notre Dame. Virginia was easy one. Virginia Tech, Miami at home. Miami wins. Loss for North Carolina.
I'm going to go Mark Rick on this game.
I like Miami as well. Miami just the better team. At Pitt.
At Pitt. Will they have the quarterback kinks worked out by then? I don't know, but that'll be a tough game up there. It looks like a Thursday night game at Pitt. I'm going to go Pitt at home.
If that's a Thursday night game, I like Pitt as well on a Thursday night game at home.
They come off a loss, short week at Pitt. I like Pat Narduzzi. They lose to Pitt. We all give them Western Carolina.
The phone company? Oh, yeah.
At NC State. I think we all said NC State.
I'm good with NC State.
I'm good with NC State.
I got them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got them 6 and 6.
6 and 6. Dead on. May qualify for a bowl.
May qualify for a bowl, he said.
Yeah.
What about this team I'm coming with next? I almost picked them to win this division. Wow. And I'm going to tell you why, because this is something that's going to get known. I'm going to tell you exactly why. This team here doesn't play any of the best 3 teams in the Atlantic side. They don't play Clemson, Florida State, or Louisville. They don't play either one of them.
That's huge.
That's very
They had Nathan Peterman for this team last year. I would pick them, but they lost their quarterback. The James Conner's gone. They only returned 4 defensive starters, so I couldn't get too high on them. But I love the fact that they don't play any of them teams. Let's start off with the Pitt Panthers.
Scheduling matters.
Youngstown.
Is that Youngstown with Urban Meyer? Isn't it one of
Jim Chelsea's not walking through that door.
Okay. All right. Youngstown, they won't do any good at Pitt, so I'm going to go Pitt with the win.
I'm going to go with Pitt.
We can all grow. Now, huge game in the second week. One of the better teams in the Big Ten at Penn State. It was a barn burner last year.
I'm going to say Penn State will win that.
That was a great game. you watched it? I can't remember. We was talking about it. Yeah, I think we watched it. You had like all the game. I'm I'm going Penn State.
I got Penn. I'm high on Penn State, as you can see tomorrow when we do the Big 10 and Big 12 preview shows. Tune in tomorrow. We'll talk more about Penn State. Win for Penn. A loss for Pitt. I'm sorry. Oklahoma State, another team that I'm really high on. Go ahead.
Well, I like the way Pittsburgh's schedule's going because next on there is my team, but I'm gonna go loss to Oklahoma State.
I only watched maybe 2 games last year, Oklahoma State. Don't know what they lost, came in. But those Cowboys, I'm going with the Cowboys, Oklahoma State.
This is a loss.
Not Dallas. Let's get that clear right now.
This is a loss. Oklahoma State people. Tomorrow, Oklahoma State, my favorite non-Florida player, Mason Rudolph, a South Carolina kid. Don't know. We're not going to get into why he's not in South Carolina. We don't need to discuss that. Right there and right here. Have no idea. Have no clue why he's not in South Carolina. I love Mason Rudolph. Oklahoma State tomorrow, people. Oklahoma State.
Loss for Pitt.
At Georgia Tech.
We're going to try to make it 3 in a row when they come to Atlanta, so I'm going to give them another loss. Georgia Tech wins.
I like Georgia Tech at home, but I also like Pitt.
What?
So
you got to pick one.
What?
I can't pick but one. If I mean, you're twisting my arm on this particular game. I really like Georgia Tech at home, and I like Paul Johnson. So I'm going to go with Georgia Tech.
Good pick.
I think of L as well. I like Paul Johnson. I like the 8 returning starters at home. Pitt, this is a hell of a schedule you have done for yourself. Home to Rice.
All right, they're about to get on some winning ways. I'm going to go Pitt for the win against Rice.
Yes, I'm going Pitt.
At Syracuse. I can't remember.
Pitt for the win against
I'm going
Syracuse.
Pitt.
What did I have? I had a win. Pitt with a win. Home to NC State.
I'm going to go loss for Pitt against NC State.
Yeah, we've been kind of even though they lost it, best quarterback. No, that's excuse me.
Well, you just want to beat up Mr. Trubisky, don't
say that word.
you? You just want to beat up Mr. Trubisky.
But I like NC State tough. I'm going with the loss against NC State.
This is one of the losses for NC State, which is weird. I'm high on NC State, but I like Pitt at home in this game for some odd reason. But it wouldn't surprise me if NC State win. Hell, I got them 10-2. But I'll pick a win for Pitt at home.
Well, you can base that NC State game off the result of the Louisville game.
Yes,
so if Louisville beats NC State, you can change
that's
that.
How I do my picks anyway. I do it groups. I don't win games just for you people.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't do my scheduling and picks how I predict the season based on one game. I do a group of games. But at Duke,
Simple.
I'm gonna say Pitt with the win.
I think we all.
I may have crossed that one up.
Win because I had them one. I had Duke 111, so I know I didn't cross up. I didn't cross up anything.
I think 2, but I think 3.
At home to Virginia.
Here come the Cavaliers. They finally getting on a little winning streak. So I'm gonna go Pitt beats Virginia.
I'm gonna go with Pitt as well.
Win. Home to North Carolina.
That's a big game. I'm gonna say.
I like Pitt. I can go ahead and tell you.
I'm pretty sure I went with Pitt on that one.
I got Pitt as well.
I got Pitt.
At Virginia Tech,
that's gonna be Virginia. My opinion, Virginia Tech will win.
They already both eligible, so you got Virginia Tech?
No, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
I got Virginia Tech because they're at home.
I got Virginia Tech as well. Home to Miami, which
that's when we get to Miami, we'll talk about that. But I'm gonna say, Miami wins the game.
I'm not sold with Pitt. They play them with. I mean, they won about the same many games in the conference last year.
It looks like that's the game the day after Thanksgiving. Who knows?
I'm gonna reserve my right, but I'm going Pitt at home against Miami, 24-17.
This game for me could be the winner of the Coastal. Like if I break down my rest of my schedule, this could be the determining factor. At home, the chance to win the division changes my whole outlook on this game.
All depends on where Virginia Tech is at.
I'll still take Miami. I just like Miami as a better football team, so I'll give them a loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have them 7-5. You probably got them 6-6 or 6-6.
Bowl eligible.
Boy, I got them 7-5. But compete for the Coastal. That's how this division works. They're 7-5, but they can win the Coastal.
They can easily win.
Easily win the Coastal. Oh, one of my favorite teams this year. I just like them when they return starters and they got a favorable schedule. 8 stars on defense, 8 on offense. 58th in total defense last year, 81st in total offense, but they lost Justin Thomas, 3-year starter.
Yeah.
But I like the kid. I can't think of his name.
I think we all like. I think we all agree that we like Paul Johnson.
Matthew Jordan.
But they have an interesting matchup to open the season. This is on a Monday night, Labor Day weekend. Monday night, they open the season at home against the SEC foe, the Tennessee Volunteers. Try to be objective.
Now, actually, that game is not at home, but it is in Atlanta
game.
Okay. At the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
After
After all the dust settles
from the
Alabama-Florida State game, they get the field cleaned up from all the blood.
All the blood shears.
I did not know it was in Atlanta, but that's a good point.
Georgia Tech, Tennessee. It's going to be a tough game to start for Georgia Tech. You know, breaking in a new quarterback, new system. Tennessee's defense is going to be good this year. You know, my concerns with Georgia Tech is the quarterback going to be his feet going to be quick enough, his reads going to be quick enough to get rid of the ball because he is no Justin Thomas. I got to go with Georgia Tech.
I'm going a different route. I like the speed from last year I seen from Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee.
I'll talk about Tennessee Friday, but let me go ahead and say what they're going to happen. SOL. They're going to suck out loud. Georgia Tech's going to beat the brakes off Tennessee on Monday night, and you can quote that and quote me. Tennessee is going to stink. Georgia Tech big in Atlanta in the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
I like that pick.
Oh, I just hate Tennessee so much. I just want to.
Yeah, you're finna skip the whole Yellow Jack schedule.
Win for Georgia Tech. Jacksonville State.
Win.
At
Orlando.
You see, after Black Knight, this the Golden Knight. Is it Black Knight? Golden Knight. I can't remember.
Golden.
Well, UCF is a tough opponent for anybody going down there, but I think Georgia Tech can pull it out.
I'm gonna give them a win down there. I'm gonna go with Yellow Jackets.
The great Blake Borders is not walking through that door.
No.
So I'll get Georgia Tech a win. A 3-0 for the Ramblin' Wreck. Home to Pitt.
Home at Pitt. You remember we was going over the Pitt schedule. They had a couple of games before they go to Atlanta, so I'm going to go Georgia Tech with the win.
I think I had Pitt in that game. No. I took Georgia Tech. Yes, I got
Georgia Tech. 4-0 Georgia Tech, and that home. I like this. I told you I like this schedule. It's very favorable.
Yep.
Georgia Tech.
I mean, I'm with the Jackets all the way. Well, not all the way, but I'm gonna say they beat North Carolina.
I like the Jackets as well.
I like North Carolina with that terrible North Carolina defense. Georgia Tech at this point is 5-0, going into a bye, and this is a huge game. And let me make this point: both teams have a bye before this Miami Georgia Tech game. That's a key point you need to remember. Paul Johnson was really upset that the fact that they have a bye before this game because he knows that else the week of preparation, he struggles against a team who got more than 1 week, and it's at Miami.
Yeah, Clemson did the same thing. Clemson took a bye week before Georgia Tech. I got to go against my boys in this game, playing down in Coral Gables, Florida. I think Miami gets the win.
I like Miami as well at home. I think just the game Luke Skywalker said he'll be there with the girls. So I like Hurricanes.
Luke still on the program. I thought he hate the program at this point. But anyway, my point, bye week, that's the preparation. When you got better athletes, Miami got better athletes. They killed them in Georgia. They killed them in Atlanta last year. I like Miami. Wake Forest at home.
Wake Forest.
We all agree.
We all agree.
Win at Clemson.
I picked them already. I take Clemson's going to win again.
Yeah, I think I had. Did I have Clemson?
You make another great point. Clemson with a bye week right before they play Georgia Tech. Better athletes. You get a week to prepare. And Brent Venables don't solve this riddle anyway. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we already, we picked,
lost.
He won't be able to run that option against that.
At Clemson. At Virginia.
Like I said, that's usually a trip-up game for Georgia Tech, but I think they'll win this year.
I like Georgia Tech.
I got Georgia Tech at Virginia. Home to Virginia Tech.
They'll make another trip back up to Virginia, but I think Georgia Tech. I'm sorry, that game's at home. Virginia Tech could come to Atlanta, and get a loss. Georgia Tech with the win. That's a big game in the Coastal Division.
Did I have the Jackets?
You probably did. I mean, I don't know what you. I mean, right now. I know.
I don't remember, but
I got Georgia Tech.
I think I have Virginia. I think I have Virginia Tech.
Well, I'll let you put that over. That be you over here because you got them. You got them losing. I have me and Chris have them winning at home against Virginia Tech. At Duke, I think we all have them winning.
For Georgia Tech.
Yeah, we didn't have no shot.
And then they end with the good old fashioned hate. Georgia Tech is in Atlanta this year. So
Georgia Tech beat them last year. Georgia will return the favor this year and beat them in
the
Atlanta.
rival. I'm going with the Bulldogs.
Oh, the good old Bulldogs. I don't know. We're talking about them Friday too. Kyle Crawford, Michael Shane Purdy, Matt Fields. Be watching Friday so you can see what I talk about the Georgia Bulldogs. But Georgia wins this game in Atlanta.
Right.
Kirby Smart could figure out this option thing. Got better athletes. I'll take Georgia. I got Georgia Tech 9-3.
That's reasonable. I got them 6-2 in ACC.
6-2 in ACC.
6-2 in ACC.
And right now,
Top two.
we'll go with Virginia Tech. Hokies were 21st in total defense last year, 37th in offense, but they lose Evans. They lose Isaiah Ford. They lost Bucky, the tight end. So they're replacing. They only have 5 offensive starters returning, 7 defensive starters. Let's get into Virginia Tech. They have a game. This is a Sunday game, or that Labor Day weekend. They play the Sunday game. Virginia Tech and West Virginia.
I'm looking. I don't think that game's. Okay, that game's in Maryland. Is it at the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
It is.
It might be at the Baltimore Ravens.
Sunday.
It's a neutral site game. I'm sorry.
It's a neutral site. But I like West Virginia. Yeah, I think West Virginia's going to come back. They got a good coach, good team. I don't know a whole lot about them, but as far as West Virginia goes, they'll beat Virginia Tech.
I don't know, but I'm like you with the West Virginia. I forgot what game it was I watched last year. And I was rooting for them, and then they got the head bust. So with that alone, I'm gonna go with them again this year. I'm gonna take West Virginia. I'm gonna give Virginia Tech 0-1 out the gate.
I like West Virginia too. They get Will Grier transfer from Florida. Dana Holgerson offense typically can move the ball. And Virginia Tech returning so many players. First game of the season, more of a home game, not for either. But I like West Virginia in this game. Delaware, we can all.
Delaware, let's go win.
Yeah,
that's good old my man Joe Flacco. At East Carolina,
Win.
I go to win as well.
Old Dominion.
There's that Old Dominion team.
That's that old church.
Home to Clemson.
Yeah, they just don't have enough for Clemson. Even though Clemson's gonna be down a little bit.
We was on the same boat with that.
I said a loss. I was struggling with it at Boston College.
Win.
Home to North Carolina after a bye.
I'm gonna say Virginia Tech.
You remember I took.
Did you? I don't know what I did. I want to take back.
Where we at?
North Carolina.
Against?
North Carolina.
No, I took the Hokies.
Did you? I don't know who I took.
I took the Hokies.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Who did I take? What did I do?
I thought you took the Hokies, then.
Yeah, I took Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, home to Duke.
Win.
At Miami.
At Miami, this game looms large in my ACC Coastal.
Yes, it does.
In my ACC Coastal
you need some help at this
standings.
Point based on what you already seen.
So I'm gonna say Virginia Tech's gonna go to Miami and get a loss.
At Miami at this point, warmed up. I like the Hurricanes as well.
I like Miami also. At Georgia Tech.
And I think I called that a loss.
L for me.
I think I took Virginia Tech. Y'all went against y'all, but I had took Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Home to Pitt.
Home to Pitt will be a win for Virginia Tech.
Let me make sure, because I might have picked Pitt.
I think I picked Pitt.
And,
Did I pick Pitt? No, I got them a loss.
Yep.
Win for Virginia Tech, and then at Virginia.
Even though that's a rivalry game, Virginia has nothing for them.
You got a win. So they 6-2 in the conference. But no, they 6-3.
Yeah, I have
it's 5-3.
I have 5-3. Yeah,
5-3. I'm sorry.
So we all agree.
Georgia.
Good old Hurricane.
And we get to Miami, 24th in total defense, 61st in total offense, but they lose Brad Kaya. But they bring back Mark Walton. They They got a talented redshirt junior quarterback, Rozier, I think he is.
That's right.
Don't trust Mark Richt, but somebody got to win this damn division, right?
Right. And he got to win that game.
And I want to start with a joke because why the hell are they playing Bethune-Cookman? Florida State playing Alabama, Florida playing Michigan, Tennessee playing Georgia Tech, and they playing Bethune-Cookman. Win Bethune-Cookman. We don't have to talk about this.
No.
At Arkansas State, win.
No need to talk about that.
Early matchup at Florida State.
I said that's a big opportunity for Miami to go into Tallahassee and get a win, but they won't do it. So, and you'll see, I'm still high on Miami in the ACC Coastal. They get a loss at Florida State.
Of course, at home, I'm going with the Seminoles.
They lose to Florida State in Tallahassee. Home to Toledo.
That will be a win for Miami.
Miami.
Home at Duke.
At Duke, I got Miami winning.
I have the Hurricanes as well.
All right, now home to Georgia Tech. I think we all agree.
Yeah, that's
Miami.
a big game on Thursday. Home game. No, I picked
Okay.
Miami.
Okay, everybody pick
Miami.
Miami. Home to Syracuse, we pick. At North Carolina.
At North Carolina win for Miami.
Virginia Tech at home.
That could be for the championship. It will be for the championship. That's a win.
That was which one?
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, Miami.
At Miami.
I think we had
home Miami. Home.
Yeah, I think you had Miami winning, I believe.
No. I had I had Miami winning that game.
All right. Home to Notre Dame.
Wow. That's a throwback game.
Oh, man.
Convicts and Catholics.
Yeah.
What's
What you
going
talking
on?
about?
Convicts and 30 for 30.
Yep, that's what it was.
30 for 30 revisited.
We won't get a 30 out of these two teams. I
No,
can
we
assure
won't.
you of that.
We might not get 30 fans in the stadium pulling for the Irish. But they'll have them blocked out. But I say Miami get the win against Notre Dame. Even though that is an out-of-conference game, folks.
And
Them
I'm going with the Hurricanes, but I reserve the right because of who Miami is. So, but I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna go Miami.
Because there's no way.
No,
There's no way they're going
No, it's
7-1.
That's where I got them, man.
7-1.
I got them.
You know what? But that means they're going 11-1. No way Miami going 11-1.
It's like this. Like, scheduling makes a big difference. I mean,
in the schedule.
Yeah. Georgia Tech
and
is-
you starting off with Bethune-Cookman, Arkansas State, get them
and they
rolling.
get Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech at home. I mean,
11-1.
that is on my notes. I
Here's
have
what
that.
could be that hiccup.
That's
See,
a
I had
game.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's a game
I
that
had
they could
Pittsburgh
get beat
at home.
It's the last game of the year. There'll be
That's
a lot
why
on the
I had
line.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think this could be for the division based on my thing.
Yeah, but see, like I said, they start off. Florida State, I gave them a loss. Everybody's gonna lose Florida State, but the way their schedule played out at Duke, win. Syracuse is no good.
Coastal gonna be
At North Carolina.
Very competitive.
very
The
compelling.
whole
I think
conference.
Miami loses one game.
I think the whole
0 games out of the Coastal. They lose one game to the Atlantic
It's very
rival in Florida State.
your pick for the Coastal.
So my pick for the Coastal is Miami at 7-1, Georgia Tech 6-2, Virginia Tech 5-3.
Your pick.
I had Miami as well. We're not doing the follow. We're just doing the first team.
It don't matter. You ain't gotta fill it out.
I
Just pick your division one.
I got Miami in a very strange Coastal.
It ain't strange about it. It's just the fact that I got Miami on my sheet 11-1 just tells me I am high on something.
It's just the way their
Schedule
schedule
set up.
played out.
That's-
man.
If Miami Pop Lee, if Miami go 11-1, I'll buy you a steak dinner.
What is that? Look here.
I don't
Did you see
y'all.
Clemson on that schedule?
That's another
You
thing.
see Louisville on
I'm gonna
that
say
schedule?
look at the schedule.
See, that's the difference between the
Hey,
pick.
do you see NC State on that schedule? See, outside of the Coastal, they don't
That's
have
a great schedule.
They
It
play
sets
it
up. It sets up nice. That's the way Pitt sets up, but Miami got a good team. That's why I couldn't really go with. I have Miami also. I have Miami also.
Rigged the schedule up after first year.
It fell right for them. That's all I can say.
They scheduled the Clemsons.
No. The conference schedule is set pretty in advance. Now your non-conference, your AD set that up. They AD set
Why
this.
would you
set
start
this
a
mess
season
up.
off with Bethune-Cookman?
But if you look at their schedule, they play 3 road games that are tough. And it's Pitt,
I like Pitt
North Carolina,
at home.
Florida State. They're all going to lose that one. But, their schedule's
So we saying
it's set up
that.
good
So we
for 'em.
saying that Miami. I agree
Is that
with
crazy lady
Sentell.
still there?
I kind of agree with
Crazy lady
Sentell.
still the athletic director?
I just don't. Georgia Tech might have that. I don't know. Georgia. I'm not going to count Paul Johnson out.
Their schedule sets up nice.
It is a beautiful schedule. It really is.
I'll take Miami.
I'm going to take them. Whew.
So that sets up a Florida State, Miami. We with the media, so we don't know what they do because we got the same two teams the media got in the ACC championship.
Right.
Miami and Florida State. I'll start with you, your ACC champion.
It'll be a rematch from the third game of the season.
Yep.
And I'm going to say Florida State beats them again.
We know who you're going to pick, but why?
They'll take the trip to Charlotte and get beat again.
I'm going with Florida State. I just think we're better than Miami.
I also have FSU, but here's my bold prediction. Y'all ready for my bold prediction? The ACC will miss the playoffs.
Wow.
That is the bold prediction. Nobody from the ACC will make the playoffs. That is my bold prediction. Let it sink in on you. Phone lines are open if you want to get in for a few more minutes. We're here for, I can't really see. We're here for a few more minutes. If you want to get in and have some comments on what we just talked about, 864-378-5943, 864-378-5943. If you want to get in, give us your opinion. Who you think will win the Coastal? Who you think will win Atlantic? Are we crazy? Who's up there on who on dope? You know, anything you want to say. Let your voices be heard. 864-378-5943. Because I want to hear from you guys. It's ACC Day. I know it. There's thousands of ACC fans
people.
And a bunch of Clemson fans. I had you going 10-2 and not win the ACC Atlantic. Doesn't that make you mad? You should want to call in.
You should want to call in and say something.
Audience participation. Let's
Hey, Florida State fan, I had you win the ACC Atlantic, but I got you going 9-3. Doesn't that piss you off?
I'm already there.
So,
and I'm here. But I'm there. But I'm already here because I don't see it.
I was going to go through the first team offenses, first and second team preseason by the media while we're waiting on phone calls. This is your time to shine if you want to get in while I go through some of these. First team offense voted by the media, ACC, Lamar Jackson. Running backs are Mark Walton, Derek Mills of Georgia Tech. Wide receivers are Deion Kane, Clemson. Amon Richards, Miami. Tight end is Cam Sargent, Wake Forest. O-line or Mitch Hyatt. Garyon Christian, Louisville. Tyrone Crowder, Clemson. Brian O'Neill, Pittsburgh. Tony Allen, NC State. Kickers are Michael Bagley of Miami. And the kick returner is Carji Henderson from Pittsburgh. Your defensive line are Christian Wilkins, Clemson. Harold Landry, Boston College. Bradley Chubb, NC State. Duke Ijo, Wake Forest. Linebackers are Shaq Quartermain, Miami. Makai Kaiser, Virginia. Tremaine Edmonds, Virginia Tech. DBs are Derwin James, Florida State. Quinn Blandon, Virginia. Travaris McFadden, Florida State. Jai Alexander, Louisville. And the punter is Tom Sheldon. And the kick returner punt returner again is Quadri Henderson. Those are your first team ACC offense and defense. We started with the ACC today because I told you I'll start with the ACC champions. The ACC champions reside in this conference. So this show is so big, I had to bring out one, but I had to bring in two guests. As you can see, it sitting right up there, ACC champion. If you look, if you zoom in, you can see Clemson with the national championship trophy as their logo. Respect champions. That's what I do. I respect champions. And I'm a completely objective person. I think we've been completely objective fans.
Call in and tell us why.
I don't think one of us was objective. But hey, what do you have for that going?
Losing. What had us losing to? I think no one.
I don't think it was anyone either.
I don't think I had us losing.
He's high on
I think
you have to rewind the tape back because I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. I think I had no one.
Yeah, of course he had no one. He's 12.
But explain why they're gonna win.
But it depends. It depends. The Alabama game is gonna be a very crucial game. But like I said, you got to think now. We might if we just like Alabama can't move the ball as well, consistently as well.
No.
I think
the same way.
So
it's not gonna be 42-38 game either way.
You got some busted coverage, breakaway plays.
It's going to be
high scoring. It's not going to be moving the ball up down the field.
See, people think that, We're playing Alabama. They got to remember, Alabama has to play Florida State as well. It ain't just,
And Alabama's last game was a loss against the ACC.
Yeah,
and be coming for your throats.
Because the ACC was just better. See, the ACC, most people was always calling it another crappy conference. So I'm looking at the SEC now. What the SEC stand in short second, which means they come in second behind the ACC. So
I used to be in that.
So let's put the SEC second. SEC, stop right there. SEC second.
Hey, I'm a big
ACC first.
I'm a big believer, man. I used to be in that crowd, awful crappy conference. I used to come to drill and just kill people all the time for that conference. But last year, like I said, ACC was the best conference. I'm a believer of quality over quantity. Yes, the Big Ten had 4 teams in the New Year's Six playoffs, but 3 of the 4 teams lost. ACC had 2 teams playing the postseason. One won the national championship, and the other beat said team from the Big Ten. So
Which
to me,
a close one. The
ACC was the best conference. You can debate who you think. You get to debate who you want to come into the season. I just like quality because I don't even care about the bottom half. I think.
And I'm big. If anybody know me, know that I like Harbaugh. So that game, I love to watch that game. That was a great game. I just thought if we did lose, it was going to be close, or if we won, it was going to be close, which it turned out to be exactly what I was hoping for. A great game.
I think
got the win.
The ACC, the reason that to me the biggest change in this conference is the coaching. Back in the day, SEC had the best coaches, but if you look around the ACC, they got great coaches now. You got Jimbo, you got Dabo. I know we picked at Mark Ritt, Justin Fuente, Paul Johnson. I mean, you got really good
you like
Paul Johnson, Bobby Petrino, Pat Narduzzi. They got great coaches. If you go to the SEC outside of Alabama, and I'm a Florida guy, so I'm not gonna put Jim Michael because he's not done anything yet. Outside of outside Nick Saban, who's the second best coach in the SEC?
And with all the new starters coming in as quarterbacks, that quarterback head coach relationship is going to be huge this year in the ACC, so it matters.
I like I say,
Dave Cutcliffe.
I mentioned earlier that the Coastal only had 1 team with a starting quarterback coming back. Dude, but guess what? The funny thing, coincidentally, the ACC Atlantic only has 1 team that doesn't bring back their starting quarterback, and you know who that is, right? The defending national champs. That's the only team in Atlantic who's not bringing back a quarterback. The Coastal in flux, so you're gonna see a lot of parity. Now we got these crazy schedules: Pitt 9-3 and Georgia Tech 9-3, Miami 11-1. But we all know it's gonna happen. Complete utter chaos because when you don't have consistent quarterback position,
that's what it's gonna boil down when it comes down to with Clemson, quarterback position. That is the most important position on the field. Can the homer, which we're gonna root for him, consistently run that offense? We know he's capable. Of course, we're gonna root for him because he's from Cow and Fall. But at the same time, we know he's been in games before, but it's not gonna be nothing like now. You are the guy.
You're the guy.
You're the guy. It's no more bring you in and you are the guy.
And last year he knew he wasn't in a quarterback competition. I mean, he's the backup. This year he's in a quarterback competition. He's in a fight for the position. So let's hope he does.
And that backup, and that guy, what's his name?
Hunter Johnson.
And they really, I live in Anderson. I work with a lot of Clemson fans. They really love that guy. They really guys that be talking like, and here's what I say, being that I am a similar fan, I tell them, whoa, I try to slow him down. I'm like, man, you got Kelly, who's been under this offense. Try to give him a chance. But at the same time, they more Clemson fans, so they talk about their team more, and I don't try to, hey, they know about their team more than I know about their team. They big and high. So if majority of them in that plant and up there in Anderson area talking about it, I agree with you, bro. That quarterback, the murmur would be loud depending on the start of this Clemson season. So, you got to think about that.
If he comes out, struggles against Auburn, lose against Louisville, I'm telling you, 105.5, you listen to that station, those Clemson fans are going to be calling in asking for Hunter Johnson. And you know what? Most Clemson fans will tell you this to a man. They all place holes anyway because the guy who coming in next year, Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence.
I watched film on him.
Most of them already like y'all just holding this job to Trevor Lawrence get here.
Pretty much. I watched film on him.
But it's incredible the talent that Clemson has at that position. I mean, because we're not even mentioning Zurich Cooper, Bryce Johnson. I think his name Bryce Johnson. I can't remember his name. He's another 4-star quarterback. And then you get Sunshine next year, 5-star. I mean, you got Kelly already entrenched. I mean, this position is stacked.
Are we sure? I mean, 100% sure that Kelly Bryant will get the start? Are we 100% sure to say that he will get the start? Because
against Kent State, he's 100%, unless something happens.
He will physically.
Do you think Dabo, in his mind, got Kelly Bryant? Is this all the way through? Do you think that he coming in the season saying, Kelly Bryant, you take the reins, I don't care what the games look like? I mean, even though I know what me and you just said about the murmur from the fans, are we to say that Dabo, in his heart of hearts, really feel that this is going to be my quarterback, rather he lose that Louisville game, the murmur of the fans or not, I'm sticking with my quarterback? Are we sure, man?
He's a solid game one starter. That's all.
That's all we.
He's got a lot of talent behind him.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not enough for me.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he's
a
solid game one starter.
As a coach, you can't pigeonhole yourself. If he just said that, then he'll be naive and he'll be stubborn. If a guy's not getting the job done.
Of course. But I'm just saying, for the guy to be there, to been there behind, how long he's been there? 3 years?
His third year, 3 springs. He's an early enrollees. He's been through 3 springs. He knows the offense backwards and forward. I just got to see a huge jump in his development for the passing game. I think they will tailor the offense more toward the running quarterback. But, to be a complete dynamic offense, you have to still make plays from the pocket. People saw Deshaun Watson run down the field, but this guy was more of a passer than a runner. If you look at the numbers, he did both, but he was more of a passer. This guy's more of a runner, and you typically can't win it all with just a runner. You have to be able to. That's why Ohio State sucks so bad. I'll get to them tomorrow.
As a quarterback, if you had to look at a pro quarterback at this moment, the stage of Kelly Bryant's career, what we have seen from him so far, who does he remind you of?
In college?
In pro. We know pro. Who does
Cam do?
You think he honestly
Cam Newton.
Yeah, because Cam's not that great of a passer. I mean, Kelly's a passer on the move.
Free.
He's a passer. He's not a pocket passer.
You might not believe this, but I think Kaepernick when I think Kelly Bryant. Honestly, I do.
I can see the comparisons.
I think Kaepernick.
That's Kaepernick the same old as Cam. And the old difference is Cam's still playing right now because both on low percentage rate quarterbacks. They're not going to ever wire you from the pocket with awareness. Except the 1 year Cam won the MVP, which was an aberration clearly because this year he fell back to the ground. He's always going to be more of a high 50% guy, but his feet allows him to be different from other quarterbacks, so he's successful with that. But I agree. It's the same old. Kaepernick to me and Cam are the same guy, but Kelly has to evolve if you want to take that next step to be a great quarterback. You have to evolve.
Another question: if Lamar Jackson fails to be Lamar Jackson from last, if he looked like Lamar later part than the beginning, who's the front runner as the best quarterback in the ACC if we discount Lamar Jackson?
Francois by far. I mean, Francois right up there with him already. I mean, I know he's young, but he's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of weapons around him. Lamar Jackson doesn't have the weapons this year like he had last year, so a lot of it's going to depend on him on offense.
That's why I like Francois a lot because I think after the beating he took. And I agree. If the offense hold up, you'll see a big change in him.
Right.
If the offense stinks, and the offensive line, stinks, of course you're going to see him hit the ground a lot. But I'm just basing that off that offensive line. If they keep him upright, not just being a homer, if they keep him upright, I think you was big on him like too. I think you think that he's a great quarterback.
I'm a huge fan of Frenchie. I love his toughness. Completed only 50% of the passing last year, so he got to get better in the passing game. Before his toughness and leadership and playmaking ability, I have no doubts about him. I don't worry about him. I worry about the offensive line. I worry about the receivers around him. I don't worry about him. He's definitely the second best quarterback in this league. It's not even close. Coming into the season,
With the right can be the best quarterback in the ACC. Possibly.
He could overtake Jackson easily.
I don't think Lamar is that far.
No.
It all depends on the offensive line because he's not explosive enough to make the plays away from the pocket when the pocket breaks down.
I think he's a better passer than Lamar Jackson.
Oh, right. Yes. When he can stand in the pocket and make his throws.
I really think he's a way better pocket.
When he can stand there, has to have time.
He's not faster than Lamar. We all can agree with that. But
hey, if you're just joining, if you're watching us, you're tuning in, Sentell's Intel Live on Facebook. I'm here with Tyler Thomas. I'm here with Chris Major. We have sat here for the last hour and a half or so and broke down the ACC and gave you our prediction of what we think is going to happen this season. We're talking about Clemson. We're talking about Florida State, Georgia Tech. It's a bunch of you fans out there, Miami fans. Call in if you got something to say. Don't sit there on your computer and be like, he ain't right. I don't agree with him.
Shoot that number. Call in.
864-378-5943. 378-5943. You know that. You know the number. I say it every week. Religiously, you know the damn number.
We don't want to hear. Well, I thought no. If you thought,
yeah, we don't want in hindsight.
I don't want in hindsight.
We don't want you. Oh, well, I picked so and so to win. I had so and so 9. I had so and so 10 too. I picked that from the start of the season. No, your chance right now to call in.
On paper.
Mine right here on right.
And on video. It's on paper and on video.
Because you can look right. Hey, it's still an opinion no matter how you look at it.
Check the tape. But while we in here, while waiting on phone calls. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be right back again. I'll have one guest working on maybe get another one. I'll have one for sure. We're breaking down the Big Ten and the Pac-12 Big Ten and Pac-12 tomorrow. And then Friday, of course, Pac-12 SEC. I'm thinking about maybe moving the Pac-12 to tomorrow too and just having the SEC by itself on Friday. I know some of you people would love that, wouldn't you? You would just love that. But right now, just stand Big Ten and Big 12 tomorrow. SEC and Pac-12 on Friday. So plan on having a guest for both shows, hopefully 2 on Friday, but I got at least 1 for tomorrow. But right now I want you people to call in because I want you to tell me what the record's gonna be of this team. I don't want you to come on behind me.
I want Furman Green on the line.
I would love to hear from Furman Green.
That's one of my favorite cousins. So I want to hear from Furman Green. Somebody get. I had his number. Somebody get me Furman Green.
I would love to hear from Tony Thomas.
Tony Thomas as well. Come on now. I know you out there.
I would love to hear from Chris Crocker.
I love to hear from Tyrone Tillman.
I would love to hear from these. I would love to hear from these. Love to hear from these people. 864-378.
I was told Dean was at work. I was told Dean Cade is at work, so he's unavailable. So he's unavailable. So he's excused for the night.
He actually was gonna come on the show tomorrow, but he had to work second shift. He was dying to come on tomorrow and talk about the Nebraska Cornhuskers who haven't been relevant in 20 years. But he was so looking forward to coming here and talking about his Cornhuskers who's gonna suck out loud again this year. But feel so bad for Dean he couldn't come on. But hey, if you're out there, you're watching the show, man. 864-378-5943. Sentell's Intel. We just broke down the whole ACC, Atlantic and Coastal. Chris picked Miami and Florida State. He picked Miami and Florida State. We all picked Miami and Florida State. We had exactly
tell us why it won't be Miami and Florida State.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How about that? Just tell us why it won't be.
No, it's like 800 Clemson fans there right now
dead watching around here, and I mean no Clemson fan.
I've seen at least 60 Clemson fans.
Goal to call.
Hey, I want to hear the argument.
I really do too.
I want to hear you understand me why Clemson is not going to.
Please.
Why Clemson is going to go 10-2 and not win the ACC. Please. Because that's what I think.
Please.
Maurice Hargrave, I know you out there watching. I know you watching out there. I know you want to call in. 864-378-5943. Here for a few more minutes. Just want to say thank you to the guys for showing up today and doing the show. What y'all think about the setup, man?
I love it.
It is great. I feel great. I like being here. I hope this ain't the last time me and Major get to come down here
it won't be.
And put it down, for y'all, because I know we spruce it up a little bit with our knowledge. And hey, call in.
I'm looking forward to a December 2nd live show, Florida State and Georgia Tech. But I know it won't
happen. Hey, I'm looking forward to being in Gainesville for the end.
I would love to go out
Florida State, Florida Gators.
I would love to do that.
We gonna call it. They both should be relevant, and we should see a great game in Gainesville.
Keep it in. You out there? Work on these tickets.
Furman Green.
Work on
Somebody
these tickets.
Get my cousin on the line. I need Furman Green. Furman Green, please.
Line 1, Furman
Green. I need my cousin on the line because I love to hear from him. Tony Thomas, please.
Maybe he'll get in Friday. He's a Florida fan, so he's at ACC affiliate. Tony's a South Florida fan.
Throw some bait out there. Talk about something you don't like.
Matt Ryan sucks. Oh, my man, I agree with. My man, he agreed with that.
The best team in Atlanta will be on September 2nd this year. Alabama, Florida State.
Toss up question. Who you got? Alabama, Florida State. Who do you got? Call in. Tell me who you got.
Trap. Tell these people who you got. I need somebody to get Trap Robinson on line 2. Trap Robinson. I know you know who's going to win that Alabama, Florida State game. Tell them why.
I think it's going to be a great game, man. I cannot wait.
Tremendous game.
We are. Technically, we are 26 days, but we'll go ahead and say this day is over with. So we are 25 days. We are silver anniversary away. We are 25 days from actual first Saturday. The first actual football game is August 26th.
Here,
Stanford and Rice.
That is my anniversary, people. That weekend, Florida State, Alabama. So that's gonna be my gift.
What the gift?
The gift. The win.
Oh.
The win. That is going to be my anniversary gift.
Well, I hope you ain't hanging your hat on that one.
Don't hang your hat on it. Don't.
Hey, people, they don't believe me. And when we upset, they're going to have their head down. Because, we're not afraid of Alabama. Let's just go ahead and say what it is. We're not afraid of Alabama. I don't have the date on me right now, but the last time Alabama played us, I don't remember the score, but I know we won.
Hey, you have the talent to make that statement. Y'all not afraid of Alabama.
We're not afraid of Alabama.
Only 4 elite teams in the college football world.
Alabama people.
Florida State, Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson. You have the talent to beat Alabama like a drum. Question is, will you do it? Vice versa, Alabama can beat Florida State. This is why it's such an important game.
It's a pick'em game.
This is why it's such a great game. And guess what? If things check out, this team can play again. If it plays out, if you think Florida get good as they are, they can lose the game and still get back in the playoff and play Alabama again.
We can't slip up. That's the thing about it.
Yeah,
but you can't have a slip up. You can't.
Well, you can't lose. You couldn't lose again.
No.
But see, I had already told you. Bold prediction. You heard it here first. No ACC team in the playoff. You can go ahead and pencil that in. Quote me on that.
And I do not agree, people.
Of course, you got to go 12-0. Of course, you don't agree.
Just because he looked like me, don't mean we think alike, people. We think alike, people.
If you got them going 12-0, then of course.
If Miami does not upset Florida State in the ACC championship, they'll be there because that's their only loss to Alabama. I got them 11-1. Tallis has them 12-0. Obviously, they'll win the ACC championship. Of course, I do. So.
I've been objecting this whole time.
I was just
only me.
I would just like to point out 9-3 Florida State. And just for the record,
we don't believe you.
Okay, that's fine. Last year preview show, I think I did pretty well. I had Clemson going 11-1.
Yep.
Florida State 9-3 last year. I think 9-3.
I think
Georgia
it fell that way, but it was kind of shaky. The missed field goal, the clipping it.
You could have been 8-4 with Miami. Don't miss a field goal.
No, I'm talking about when Clemson you picked 11-1.
Hey man, that's the end result of the game. It woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Well, yeah. At the end of hindsight, I understand.
At the end of the day,
this is a new year, people. New year, people. Once again,
I like Florida State. I just don't like the offensive line. I don't like the skill position people. They're gonna struggle at times to move the football against better defense. Now, I guess the teams in the ACC, I got them going 7-1 in the ACC. So I think they're gonna steamroll the ACC competition, other than the Clemson game. But that tough game against Bama, and then they ended the swamp. I got them going 9-3, but winning the Atlantic. So
I don't know what the wildest prediction of the night is between us three. Miami going 11-1, or Duke going 1-11. It could possibly flip flop.
Not that far.
No, it won't.
It won't flip flop. I can flip, but not that far.
Well, we have reached the witching hour. No one has decided to call, but we thank you for watching. I know you watched. I see you out there. Nobody left comments. I can't see them anyway from this far back.
We're gonna have all kinds.
But I want to thank my guests again for coming. Appreciate y'all coming on through. This has been the first edition of 3 shows this week. Tomorrow, Big 10, Big 12 previews. He has Florida State and Miami. Florida State win the ACC. He has Florida State and Miami. Florida State win the ACC. I have Florida State and Miami. Florida State win the ACC. But my bold prediction: no team from the ACC in the playoffs. Book that. Wow. He got him 12. He got him 12-0. He got him 11-1. For Sentell,
He's
for
got
Talents,
Florida, of course.
for Chris Major. This has been Sentell's Intel. I am out. We'll see you next time.
Tune in again.
Yes. People.
I hope.